What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Unknown Codings channel. Got a little video today comparing vacuuming to taping, and I'm going to be doing this on two sets of wheels. This first set here is a set of Advan RG2s. These wheels are actually in really good shape overall. Customer just wants them in a different color. He just got these imported from Japan. Going to be making them white. Actually, both these sets of wheels are going to be white. After I remove the valve stems and weights, I often pull the size decals off because a lot of people like to have them remade. And if they do, this has all the information on them. So if I can pull the stickers, the manufacturer stickers effectively, I do always do that. Just give them to them back with their valve stems and stuff. Chemical stripper, of course, from Express Chem, and then rinse off. And the other set of wheels we're going to be doing this with is a set of Desmond Regamasters, like OG Desmond Regamaster. These are the Marquis Promadas. Remove the valve stems here, and a little bit different process. I don't know why I'm trying to do this with one hand and record. I just feel like I messed this up. Pop the center caps out, and of course remove the wheel weights. Now you don't have to remove the wheel weights before chemical stripping. I just do, just to make life a little simpler. Into chemical stripper, once again from Express Chem, and right back out. This product is EcoStrip. I actually have a video coming out about this setup this week. So those get rinsed off as well. And I'm actually going to go into some other stuff on these right now. I figured I'd show you guys this real quick. So I didn't take the tires off these. Tires are already off, but you can see some pretty gnarly gouges from whoever did take them off, and they're actually all over this whole set of wheels. So I'm going to go through with a DA and just knock all the sharp edges basically off these. A lot of them are just kind of shinier than the other metal. You actually wouldn't notice after coating, but some of them have some pretty gnarly gouges and sharp edges on them. So I just take a DA. This is, I'm not going to show you the process. I'm just kind of telling you about it, just because I think this is a thing that you should pay attention to, especially if you're a wheel refinisher. This is a thing that will kind of set you apart from your competition. Now we got this curb rash, so we're just going to go through and touch this up before sandblasting. 80 grit on a DA. I won't show you because it's boring. Skip to sandblasting. And since I know I will be asked, the media that I use for blasting is 3060 green diamond. You can buy it online. I'll put a link down in the description and places you can find it. Once again, 3060 green diamond. So here's where I'm going to start doing the comparison between taping back pads and just vacuuming back pads. This, of course, so I'm doing 2.5 sets of wheels here. So you'll see two different styles of back pads, or three different styles of back pads, I should say, as far as the taping goes, and then kind of a comparison for vacuuming those versus taping. Here I'm, of course, using amber tape. This is the back of one of the, I'm doing a pair of wheels and then two full sets of wheels. This is taping up the back of one of these. To give you an idea, I'm going to fast forward through this, of course, as you can tell, but it took me 2 minutes and 48 seconds to tape this. Now, I'm sure I could tape it faster. I'm sure there's people who tape it slower. I'm just doing, this is like me not in a rush, me just trying to tape this like I would any other day. And of course, you'll see at the end of this video, I'll kind of tally all this together and show you like a direct comparative of the two. The next wheel, of course, is one of the Advan RG2s. Going to be taping this the same way. Now, this back pad style is a little bit different, so a little different timeline. This is sped up, of course, but I ended up doing this one in 2 minutes and 8 seconds, so a bit quicker. And one thing to consider is this is me just taping just the back pads. If you had to do the bores or anything different, this would, of course, take you a bit longer. So after getting, 5 wheels taped up and then all 10 wheels hung up, I now have a set of Advan RGs that are fully taped. One of the, I believe these are a Rota wheel. And then the Regamasters are also not taped up on the back pad, as well as another Rota that's going on that rack, which is right here. You saw me blow them off, run through everything with a torch, of course. Powder coating these in, I believe this is Cardinal WH12. I actually don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it is. This is actually one of the only Cardinal powders that I actually do like. It's a nice, bright, glossy white. Seems to lay pretty consistent, pretty even. No orange peel, things of that nature. Spraying it, of course, with a Gema Optiflex Pro here. I did get some word that I'm going to be doing some more testing with guns finally. I started a comparison video and then kind of ran out of gun options and didn't want to put it out till it was fully ready. But I got a couple more guns on the way, including, I believe, one of the new Nordsons is going to be ending up at the shop here for some testing. So that will be pretty awesome. And if I guess while I'm just sitting here showing you guys this, I can give you guys a heads up. If you like powder coating or powder coating content, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications by hitting the bell. Give this video a like, definitely helps us in the algorithm. I've not posted a video in like 45 days or some insane amount of time, and that's a real bummer. So I'm going to be posting more. If you guys can help me out by promoting the channel, that would be awesome. So now we're going to get into the vacuuming. This is on one of the rotas. Like I said, I left one of the two of these, one's taped, one's vacuum, and then I'm doing a full set of the other wheels, of course. The total time on this was 1 minute and 8 seconds. I did knock some powder down onto it. That's what I was kind of trying to show there. 1 minute and 8 seconds for that first wheel, though. So obviously it is faster than taping just to vacuum it all off. Now, the one thing you do have to consider is if you are doing multiple coats. I'm only doing one coat on these wheels. So if you're doing multiple coats, effectively you're going to have to double that time each time. So candies or silvers or really most metallics, or if you're going to change the gloss level on anything, you're going to be doing at least 2 coats. So of course you're going to have to vacuum for those 2 coats. And we'll kind of account for that near the end here of the video as I break this down a little bit more. But this wheel, much like the other wheel, this took 1 minute and 1 seconds total for the vacuuming for each wheel. So figure around 4 minutes in vacuuming for a set of 4 wheels to give you a rough idea. And then if you're taping them, figure maybe 10 minutes total for a set of wheels. So it does take longer. Now, if you, of course, like I said, 2 coating these, you're going to have to double your vacuum time, or 3 coating them, you're going to have to triple it, whatever the case might be. Whereas the tape, especially this tape, is just going to stay in place the whole time. This is me, of course, just spraying the same WH12 on this set of Advans. This guy had me leave the letters machine, which I didn't really show in this video, but I do have some other videos showing the same thing. I did want to show how much time it takes to pull the tape off, because I figured that has to be calculated in there as well. If you're going to be doing a comparison on time to, vacuum versus time to tape and then remove the tape. Obviously, vacuuming, there is no tape. So this is just another factor and a thing that might take a bit more time. And removing all the tape took me about 1 minute for all the wheels, so 15 seconds a wheel. This is showing everything done. Obviously, about the same result, right? We're either vacuuming the back pad or taping the back pad, ends up about the same result. Now, the tape seemingly does take longer. Now, I do want to clear up there are a few things that matter in this case, though. It is less risky to tape up the back. Using the vacuum, there's a chance that you could, accidentally vacuum something you didn't want to, bounce the hose off a wheel. Now, these are all things that we, of course, are going to say, oh, I wouldn't do that. But you might, right? I've definitely done it. I've been powder coating for, I don't know, 15 years, something like that now. No, more than that, 17 years now. And I would definitely still do something like that. So there is some risk involved in the just vacuuming. But at some point with buying vacuum accessories versus taping. The tape you're always going to be throwing away. The vacuum accessories you, in theory, only have to buy once. So it's really just a preference thing at this point, I've realized. For me, the decision's pretty simple. If it's single stage, I'm going to probably vacuum it. If it's more than single stage, I'm definitely going to be taping it, just because I don't want to be constantly vacuuming it off over and over and over. Obviously gets annoying. Once again, same result no matter what. I guess there's a chance if you had tape that lifted, you'd have, powder underneath your tape, and so it's not the exact same result. The amber tape, I don't have to ever have to worry about that. Like I said, if you guys enjoyed that video, be sure to give this video a like and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.